Nice hat, Randy. Nice hat.
Wintertime.
Hey Kyle, what's up?
COVID did it to me. Never smoked in my life. From the vaccine, yes. In 4 years. How's the neck?
Shit hurts like hell. I figured by now I'd be over, but not even close.
What's your recovery time?
6 to 8 weeks. I'm at day 5.
Oh, it's terrible.
So they didn't have any signs up when I came in, so I'm open carrying.
Randy, you got to sleep vertical?
Huh?
You got to sleep elevated?
No. No, I've got a brace that I wear.
Oh, neck brace?
Yeah. So it usually comes off in the middle of the night, but I try to wear it.
Right.
More like a real thing, and that was it.
Did you get the vaccine?
Oh, I've had 4 of them.
I haven't in 2 weeks.
And I think you guys get something like that. If something else don't feed you the vaccine, well,
That's true.
Hello, Doug, Oklahoma. Kyle?
No, it was stress. Lost 110 pounds in a year.
I need that stress.
Yeah, I've been gladly to give it to you. I'll see you later. I'll be out here.
Hey, what's up? Let's do this.
to order the regular meeting of the City of Aransas Pass City Council, January 16, 2024 at 5:30 p.m. Let's all rise for the invocation and pledge of allegiance.
The blessings that you have given us, my Father, thank you for the new year that you have given us. Only you know what this year will hold for us, not only for us personally, but also for the city. I pray, my Father, that you hand be on all the affairs that take place, that you keep us from harm, and that you bless each family and our city, my Father. Your guidance upon us, the city council, and that we make the right decisions for our residents. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Is to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now we're going to go to the consent agenda. All the
So you won't be able to hear much of this.
agenda are considered to be routine by the city council and will be enacted with one motion. There will be no separate discussion of this item unless a council member so requests. If discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately.
Make motion to approve the consent agenda for the regular meeting of November 20th and December 4th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we're gonna open up public hearing on case number PC 2401-1-01 on conditional use permit. And this public hearing on request submitted by Tina Langford and Leroy Baxter for a conditional use permit for 1 year to allow a recreational vehicle to be placed onto the City of Aransas Pass outside block 272, lot 13 and 14, San Patricia County, operational district number 35619, and company known as 336 North 8th Street, as depicted in Exhibit 1 and 2, and used as a temporary living quarters for security purposes during construction of a single-family dwelling.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. This is a regular conditional use permit. Mostly, these applications are sent to the Planning and Zoning Commission for recommendation. Last week, the Planning and Zoning Commission reviewed this application and recommended unanimously to approve this conditional use permit. The applicants are requesting to live in an RV whilst they begin construction of their single-family home. And we have reviewed the application. It meets all the required city zoning codes, and currently there is no issue with the application. And it is before you today to consider and approve or deny this application. Thank you.
Any comments or questions from the public? Consider this public hearing closed, and we're going to consider an act on granting a conditional use permit to Tina Langford and Leroy Baxter for 1 year to allow a recreational vehicle to be placed onto the City of Aransas Pass Townside Block 272, lot 13 and 14, San Patricia County Appraisal District number 35619, and commonly known as 336 North 8th Street, as depicted in Exhibit 1 and 2, and used as a temporary living quarters for security purposes during construction of a single-family dwelling.
I'll move to grant a conditional use permit to Tina Langford and Leroy Baxter for 1 year to allow a recreational vehicle to be placed onto City of Aransas Pass Townside Block 272, Lot 13 and 14, San Patricio County Appraisal District number 35619, and commonly known as 336 North 8th Street, as depicted in Exhibits 1 and 2, and used as a temporary living quarters for security purposes during construction of a single-family dwelling.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, now we're Group Incorporated for groundwater assessment and biannual reporting for the formal coastline resources site located at 441 Allen Boulevard, Aransas Pass, Texas, for the amount not to exceed $20,900.
Mr. Mayor and Council, this is an area I'm sure you have an issue with, that I'm sure you're familiar with. We've had three, I believe it is, environmental issues that on Mount Harvard. Two of them are resolved to the satisfaction of TCEQ. The third, TCEQ continues to ask for more information. And this particular item addresses and helps us address the request made by TCEQ. In the audience tonight is a representative for Ardura, Sarah Spark.
Yes.
If you have any questions, she'd be happy to answer any questions you may have on this. Did I misstate anything, or is that correct?
No, that's correct. Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve a professional services agreement between the city of Aransas Pass and Ardura Group for groundwater assessment and biannual reporting for the former coastline resources site located at 441 Allen Boulevard, Aransas Pass, Texas, for the amount not to exceed $20,900.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Now, we're gonna go into is the monthly planning and zoning report.
That was easy.
Monthly municipal court report. Anybody got any questions or anything, or go to the next one?
All of these reports are online.
So it's all online, and
Yes.
so, okay, we're gonna go to community enrichment, which is considered an act on approval of a lease of agreement between the city of Aransas Pass and Aransas Pass Little League Association for field maintenance only beginning January 16, 2024, and ending on March 1st, 2024.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. You have in front of you a proposed agreement with the Aransas Pass Little League from now through March 1st. And this is so they can work on the fields. So anyway, we have the agreement right here. It's a 5-page agreement, and if you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer.
Make a motion to approve a lease agreement between the city of Aransas Pass and Aransas Pass Little League Association for field maintenance only, beginning January 16th, 2024, and ending on March 1st, 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? And now we go to consider an act on the issuance of request for proposal for replastering the 3 pools at the Aransas Pass Aquatic Center.
Yes, Mayor and Council, we want to be able to issue a request for proposals for replastering the pools at the aquatic center. We know we have leaks, and we're probably going to put some options on there for different for replastering 1, 2, or 3, just to give us a backup in case they're overbid. We need to move fast on this, so we'll want to have those options. We will bring that back for your approval.
So we're going to look at the plastering all 3 of them, or just?
We're going to look at all 3 of them. We don't know if we can afford it or not, so that's why we're going to give some options on the RFP.
I make a motion to act on the issuance of a request for proposals for replastering the 3 pools at the Aransas Pass Aquatic Center.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Now we're gonna go to development services, which is consider an act on awarding the contract to East staff, DBA staff concrete construction for the Houston and Rife Access Retaining Wall project in the amount of $61,677.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. So we did that project on the north side of McCampbell. It was the culvert boxes, they relined the ditch, concrete. Well, one thing that was overseen was overlooked was the dirt level was higher than the riprap, so now we're having some erosion happening. So the option is actually build a retaining wall that gets a riprap and basically raises it, so that way that dirt load doesn't wash out. So that's what this is for. We did have a few bidders come in, and the lowest bidder was $61,667, and that is with Keith Staff, EDA Staff Concrete Construction, and that's a recommendation to go with.
This didn't have anything to do with the contractor that did that work, did it?
No, it's a design issue.
Okay.
I make a motion to award the contract to Keith Staff, DBA Staff Concrete Construction for the Houston and Rife Access Retaining Wall Project in the amount of $61,677.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? And we will consider an act on awarding the trucking for the Beasley paving project to Anderson, Columbia at the rate of $115 per hour for each tandem truck, dump truck.
So Beasley is gonna be the longest road that we've ever paved in the city of Aransas Pass. It's 1.3 miles going one way, and we're gonna have to turn back and go another 1.3 miles. So it's a total of 1.6 miles of paving, but it'll be only 1.3 miles of road. It'll go from Avenue A all the way to commercial. So because of that length, we were gonna go over our purchasing threshold for the trucking and the hot mix. So we did get one bidder for $115 per tandem truck. We're estimating, that's per hour, we're estimating about 450 hours, so we're looking at almost $52,000 in trucking. But we do have it is still within budget of what's been approved for the street projects, so the recommendation is to approve that.
So we're awarding the $115 per hour, or the total amount you just said of the,
It's 100, where you guys are approving the unit price, that 115.
which is $115,
Yes,
right?
because we're estimating about 450 hours, excuse me, but we could be somewhere in the 430 range.
Right.
We could be, so that's what we're asking to approve the unit price, because there's so many unpredictable factors when it comes to paving, because we have to go to Corpus to pick up the hot mix. Sometimes there's a line of trucks in front of them, there's other pavers picking up hot mix as well, so there's breakdowns and things of that sort. So there's a lot of variables, so it's hard to go after a hard number, so we have to go for unit price. Well, for PV to effectively pave, we need like 10 to 12 dump trucks in a row. So we would have to buy that many dump trucks and have that many employees. So it's for here and there, so that right now it's better we just contract. Yeah.
I make a motion to award the trucking for the Beasley paving project to Anderson, Columbia at the rate of $115 per hour for each tandem dump truck.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Now we're gonna go to consider an act on awarding the hot mix materials for the Beasley paving project, Anderson, Columbia, at the rate of $89.74 per ton.
And so now we're getting the material to actually haul over here. Usually I try to do the hot mix first, then the trucking, but this one is the trucking and the hot mix. But so we only had two vendors. There's only two people in town that provide hot mix, which is Bay and Anderson, Columbia. Anderson, Columbia has been the lowest bidder the last few times at $89.74 per ton. We're estimating about 2,500 tons, so we're looking at $188,000 total in the high end. But again, it's the same situation where we're asking to approve the unit price. And it's still within budget of our paving budget.
I'll move to award the hot mix material for the Beasley paving project to Anderson, Columbia at the rate of $89.74 per ton.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Now we're gonna go to consider an act on the issuance of request for proposal for American Rescue Plan Package 3 for water line materials.
And Public Works will be super busy. Which did you read?
Oh, yes, I
Skip
missed
one.
You missed Sherwood
Yeah,
Forest.
yeah.
Yeah, Public Works is gonna be busy. We got paving, we have sewer, we have water lines. We're trying to get all of that at once, so.
Yeah, just consider an act on awarding the wastewater line project for the city portion for the Columbia project, Sherwood Forest, to Ferguson Enterprises in the amount of $67,724.06.
So we did let out some, Sherwood project with Get It Underground. They did a big portion of it, but there was a portion that we're gonna do in-house, which is basically Denton Pat, Marshall, Owen, Benoit. So this is just to buy the materials, this is just buy the piping, the manholes, we're gonna go install them ourselves. We already did the crossing, through Sherwood, which is the hardest part, that's about 12 feet deep. We already did that part. So now it's gonna start getting more and more shallow, so we'll be working between 3 and 6 feet deep. So this bid is only for materials, because we will do the work ourselves.
What is the timeline to finish totally in that area?
It should take us about 2 months to do this.
Okay, will this complete everything that
Yes,
needs to be done
yes,
there?
once we do our part, then Sherwood would be complete. They would have water and sewer.
How about paving down there?
So we have a meeting tomorrow with Get It Underground, because during their excavation, a lot of the road got ruined. So we actually have a meeting with them in Honduras at the job site tomorrow. So I can give you an update on how that meeting.
Okay, I appreciate it.
But we do have a plan of getting the road restored
Okay,
on their dime.
all right. I have that
Good,
one.
I like that.
I make a motion to award the wastewater line project for the city portion for the Colonia project, Sherwood Forest, to Ferguson Enterprises in the amount of $67,724.06.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Now, we're gonna go to consider and act on the issuance of a request for proposals for the American Rescue Plan Package 3 for water line materials.
So the situation, we're just trying to buy the material so we can install it ourselves. Again, it's the same department that we do the Sherwood project, but this is for water line. It's not as difficult as sewer line, because sewer line is based on elevation. The water line, we just have to reach a certain depth. So this is just to buy the materials for package number 3. The road, it's between Lamont and Whitney, from between Maddox and Myrtle. So it'll upgrade to a 6-inch line.
Motion to act on the issuance of a request for proposals for the American Rescue Plan Package 3 for water line materials.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
And tomorrow we'll be opening bids for, we did an RFP for hot mix for the mobile village. So we'll be opening bids tomorrow at 2 o'clock for Freeman, and I believe it was Stone. So once those bids come in, the next council meeting will bring that forward.
Thanks, Tim.
Okay, now we're gonna go to public safety, which is considered an act and approving an agreement between the city of Aransas Pass Police Department and Drone Sense for unmanned aerial system UAS software as a solution.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. This item right here is for one that we were introduced to by Texas Parks and Wildlife a while back when we had one of the large fires. I do believe it was used in that instance. We ended up signing up getting it. The product's actually made by a former resident of Aransas Pass who developed this product, and it's become quite big. Since then, we have used this product several times on major incidences. The last one was the other large fire we had on the north side of town. We had a fleeing felon as well that was hunkered down elsewhere, and we used it. What this product does is it takes what we see in the sky and it shares it out over a link. On 1 or 2 of the instances, we actually also publicly shared that link because people were interested in the fire that was going on, so we shared that link as well as necessary. But we'd like to renew this, and it has an agreement attached to it for 12 months. It would come out of the asset forfeiture program if you guys approve the renewal.
Make a motion to approve an agreement between the city of Aransas Pass Police Department and Drone Sense for unmanned aerial system software as a solution.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? We're going to consider an act on approving the police chief to sign a memorandum of understanding between the Aransas Pass Police Department and the Children's Advocacy Center for the Coastal Bend CAC.
Thank you again, Mayor. This item is pretty customary. We must enter an MOU to utilize their services. It's a way for them to track those dynamics. The CAC has been the standard on forensic interviewing for child abuse, physical and sexual cases, and children who are witnesses to significant or serious crimes. It's just customary to renew this every year. We've been doing so.
The police chief to sign memorandum of understanding between the Aransas Pass Police Department and the Children Advocacy Center for the Coastal Bend CAC.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? We're gonna go to consider an act on approving an agreement between the city of Aransas Pass Police Department and Vector Solutions, Target Solutions LLC for the hosted equipment and vehicle track management software.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. My team had pointed out to me that our archaic system of tracking our assets and maintaining them has been kind of cumbersome and difficult. We actually have a large list of assets and things that require readiness inspections that we must do every 3 months. And we're also working towards state accreditation, so this product will actually help us with that. It'll also set up timelines and notifications and automate those notifications so that we don't let items or assets slip behind. It's for fleet management as well. Every asset we have in the police department will go from an Excel sheet now into this system. We already use this company's products as far as our personnel tracking software. It works great. They've been an awesome partner. We just like to add on to that. This also will be funded through the asset forfeiture program. If approved.
Asset theft.
Make a motion to approve an agreement between the City of Aransas Pass Police Department and Vector Solutions, Target Solutions LLC for hosted equipment and vehicle tracking management software. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Now we're gonna go to consider an act on approving the chief of police to enter into an agreement with the Rockport Police Department and the city of Rockport for the use of the firearm range.
Thank you again, Mayor and Council. Rockport actually approached us. They have a nice range, and they want to open that range up to us in our times of need or usage requirements. Currently, we're with Schwankies. We're not going to leave Schwankies. They've been a great partner. They also provide membership to all my staff so they can continue to maintain their proficiency and train. But what Rockport will do is it'll allow us to bring vehicles and stuff out onto the location. It'll allow us to do nighttime training and stuff like that, which we can't otherwise do at the current. I don't believe that there's any cost. There's only a demand that we basically clean up after ourselves if we use the range, but this is an agreement, requires council approval for me to proceed.
I make a motion to approve the chief of police to enter into an agreement with the Rockport Police Department and the city of Rockport for the use of their firearms range.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Now we're gonna go to city council or staff announcement. Gary.
Mayor and Council, this reminder, there is a
Here we go.
council meeting, January 19th, a few days away. And it's dealing with the issue that we've dealt with before. It's the final plat for the Estes Point subdivision. You have acted on the preliminary plat. This is the final plat. Had several meetings with all the people involved. So everything seems to be, knock on wood, everything seems to be in order at this particular moment. There's a workshop meeting January 29th, and that's going to be at 5:30 p.m. At that workshop meeting, as of this moment anyway, we'll be talking about the transfer station scale, and we'll be talking about the premier storage issue. There's an issue that's come up that we need to bring before you. Also a reinstatement of the City Council Administrative Committee, if you wish to do that. That's been discussed before, no action taken when it was discussed before. Closing of Arch Street parking, that's at the request of AGB, and we'll go into more detail at the work session. And then the city realtor, that agreement is expiring in February, and all of the options for automatic renewal have expired. So this needs to go back to you for consideration. And also there's a special council meeting, as you well know, on February 12th. That's at 5:30 p.m. And that's all I have, staff.
Now we're gonna go to citizen comment. But I'm gonna say this first in the first warning. During council meetings, members of the public shall not engage in shouting, unruly behavior, defamation, personal affronts, profanity, or threats of any kind. Comments from the audience shall be addressed to the mayor and council. Citizens who violate these rules will be asked you seize the violation, and if the violation continues, you will ask to leave the meeting. So now we're gonna go to citizen comments or intended for matters that are not scheduled on the agenda, please limit your comments to 3 minutes and state your name and address for the record. Be advised that the Texas Open Meeting Act prohibits the city council from responding and discussing your comments. The law authorizes the following: make a statement of factual information, recite existing policy, advise that this subject may be placed on the agenda for a subsequent meeting.
Jason Paul, one of the only people in the room that tells you the truth. By the way, your citizens' comments stuff is bullshit. You can do everything you just said, it's not your fault. I can personally affront you because you do whatever I want, and you have to listen to me because you work for me. You need to remember that, boy. All right. Chief Blanchard, you piece of shit. Chief Blanchard, 1247, you spent. Excuse me?
I just read you.
And you're wrong, you're lying to the public.
I'm not gonna put up
I'm not gonna put up with
any
you.
defamation of character.
That's not defamation,
I'm not
that's
gonna
fact.
I don't care.
You
I'm
have
not
to
gonna
care.
put up with no profanity or anything. You either act like an adult and speak right to everybody that's here, and you have the privilege to speak your mind for 3
Privilege.
minutes.
You work for
I'm
me,
just saying.
boy, you need to
I'm
remember
just saying.
that.
Go ahead.
That's your warning.
Okay, I'm telling you.
Now rewind my clock while I finish my statement.
Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Chief Blanchard, $1,247 fitted suit you stole from the company. From us. You work for us. On 9/10/23. Kerry Shrugs, you lied to the public. Kerry Shrugs on Facebook stated that these personally fitted suits were pre-approved by the council and manager in 2011. Jason Knight's dad was that mayor then. Guess what he said, Kerry? Never approved that. Laugh at me all you want.
I got a whole bunch of cops in
Modifications
here
to the policy
for some
manual took
reason.
place almost 40 days after I complained about him. Y'all modified it. Why did y'all modify it? You know when it was modified before, Kerry? Not 2011, I do. 2019, 2014, 2004. You lied to the public. Even with the recent modifications, a Class A uniform is the highest uniform APD has, and it is not a suit, you scumbag. Uniform Class A. Did you have a dress hat? No, you did not. Long sleeves, did you have that? Yes, you did. Tie, yes. Trousers, yes. Skirts, I mean, maybe.
Mr. Mayor.
Black belt, I'm talking, it's my turn to talk.
Personal attack once again, Mayor.
Peace, will you, I don't give a crap what you say, you piece of shit.
Okay, now.
There it is again.
I can talk like that. It's a First Amendment right.
Violating the rules of the
Chief
court.
Blanchard, what First Amendment right did I violate? No, I'm not, he's the
I'm not
cop,
gonna
you
deal
tell
with
me.
it. I'm not.
What First Amendment right did I violate?
I'm not. You're either gonna
I'm
respect
asking you
this
a
place or
question.
you're gonna be asked to walk out.
You're out.
Am I under duress of arrest?
You're gonna go to jail if you.
I'm gonna be arrested, fine, okay, here.
Oh, I can go? Mr. Mayor, City Council, my name is cjgrisham. I'm a civil rights attorney here in Texas, and what I just witnessed was a violation of Mr. Followell's rights. Let me read something to you. Arresting someone in retaliation for the exercise of free speech rights is sufficient to chill speech as an understatement. This is Beck v. City of Upland. Arguing, even if done loudly with a profane or offensive language will not, in and of itself, constitute disorderly conduct. That's Payne v. Pauley. Swear words do not provide probable cause for an arrest for disorderly conduct because the words, as a matter of law, are not fighting words. Johnson v. Campbell. I could go on, Mr. Mayor. Your rules of decorum are unconstitutional, and they're setting the city up, you individually, for liability. Now, you will be seeing a letter from me, a demand letter for violating my client's rights just now, because he has the right to say fuck, shit, damn, bitch, cunt, whatever. He has the right to say all of those words because it is a First Amendment right. You can't do anything about it. Let me tell you something. The law has long established that arresting an individual for publicly displaying vulgarities violates the First Amendment. That's the Cohen case, 1969. Indeed, the Supreme Court recently held that a public school violated the free speech rights of a cheerleader by suspending her when she said things like, fuck school, fuck softball, fuck cheer, fuck everything. Then there was another, that's Mahoney Area School District v. BL. There's also Eachus v. Steelman saying that a police officer was not entitled to qualified immunity for arresting a plaintiff who said, fuck you. Did you hear that? No qualified immunity. So I can say fuck throughout my entire 3 minutes. I can say fuck again, and I can say fuck again, and there's nothing you can do about it because it's called expressive speech. We are allowed to express ourselves. We are allowed to fucking talk about what we think about you. If I think you, Mr. Mayor, are a tyrant, I can say that. If I think the city manager is a piece of shit, I can say that. It's protected. This is the case law. I don't give a shit what you think. The law is right. You escort me out, I'll sue you as well, Mr. Mayor. This is the law right here. And if these chiefs come out here and pull me out of this meeting, you had better read this, chief, because he's telling you to break the law.
Mayor, no, I'm not. Come
Yeah.
on, man. Mayor, you take him
Now, where did that coward Kerry Scruggs go?
You go out.
Where did the coward Kerry Scruggs go?
Take him out.
Is my 3 minutes up?
You're gone.
What am I gone for?
Kick me out
What am I
because
gone
you're
for?
violating the rules of the decorum.
No. His rules of decorum violate the law.
Goodbye. You're gonna go to jail for
Oh,
disrupting
you're
a
gonna
public
arrest me?
meeting.
Oh, you're gonna arrest me?
Continue.
Okay, so under the threat of
Let's go.
arrest, you just
Goodbye.
violated my right, you piece of shit, cunt motherfucker. Read these, because you have no qualified immunity.
Goodbye.
Oh, go file. I'm out of the meeting. I can stay right
No,
here.
no,
I'm
no.
not. I have left the meeting.
No, you're gone.
I have left.
Meeting
I'm not in the meeting
now.
anymore. I'm not in the meeting anymore.
Goodbye. He's gone.
No, I'm gonna
Or he
stay here
goes to
quietly.
jail for disrupting. He doesn't want to listen.
You guys might want to. You guys might want to read this case law. You're. One of you better read this case law. None of you have qualified immunity.
Sue already.
Okay, in that case, all right, here. Let me get everybody's badge numbers.
You can get it later. Right now, you're gone. Sir,
I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet.
You're gone.
Fuck off my paper, bitch. What the fuck are you doing?
Goodbye. You've been asked to leave. Please leave. Stop
Under
making
what
things
authority?
difficult. The mayor kicked you out of the meeting.
He
Just right
unlawfully
now,
kicked me out of the meeting.
we are still disrupting your
Then close the
meeting.
fucking door, big.
Close the door?
Yeah,
And then you
close
got
the door,
another
man.
argument That's not a public meeting? Get out.
Excuse me, don't touch me. Don't touch me. You are assaulting me right now.
Please walk.
Don't touch me.
Please walk. You're not following commands. Thank you.
Well, I'm not following unlawful commands, motherfucker.
Okay.
All right, so we got Persian. Persian, what's your badge number?
412, sir.
412. Next.
Salazar.
Salazar. 430. Next. How do you spell that?
Huh?
How do you spell that?
Treich.
Streich.
442.
442. Next. Baker. A. Baker.
Yes, sir. 432. Good to meet you, Baker.
432. Next.
No, you haven't.
W.
HIPKEY. 437.
H.I.
HIPKEY. 437.
Next. H. Thomas.
Brian, good to meet you.
435.
435. Next. Is that it?
That was rude of me.
And Blanchard.
401. I understand you're not mad. I understand that.
Guys, I want you to know something.
Yes, sir.
I literally quoted them
Yes, sir.
the case. Whoops, there it is. Sorry. I literally quoted them the case law.
Okay.
That what he just did is unlawful.
Yeah.
I also quoted the case law that you lose qualified immunity by arresting me for what you just did. Okay, I literally but you would have arrested me. You threatened to arrest me.
I didn't threaten to arrest.
Your chief threatened to arrest me, and he told you to arrest me if I didn't leave.
Which is under duress.
Which is under duress. That is essentially an arrest. Okay? So none of you have qualified immunity. If I walk through this door, who's going to arrest me?
If you
I need to know.
the official proceedings, sir, you
Yes.
can be in there being
Who will not arrest me if I go through this door?
I want you to go in there and speak, but I want you to speak in a calm.
No, I'm done speaking. That's all been done. What I want to know is, if I go back in this door,
Yeah.
who is going to not arrest me?
Are you going to disrupt the proceedings?
I didn't disrupt the proceeding last time.
It sounded like you were loud in the hallway, and then we had.
No, I was out in the hallway because you were illegally pushing me out of a meeting.
Yeah, well,
The mayor
yeah,
kicked me out.
Okay, I wasn't there for that. I was there for you getting out of the building.
So you don't know what happened in there. So why are you saying that I was disrupting the meeting when you have no idea what I was doing in there?
I didn't. Oh, okay. I said you were disrupting the meeting. Because the chief said you were disrupting the meeting. That part I heard.
Okay, and the chief said I was disrupting a meeting because I said fuck at the podium, which this specifically says the word fuck, because I even quoted straight from the case law. Fuck school, fuck cheer, fuck softball, fuck everything. That's Mahoney Area School District v. BL.
Okay.
All right, that her free speech rights were violated
Yeah.
when they suspended her for that.
Okay.
There's the Cohen case where he was at a meeting and he wore a fuck the draft. Same thing.
Okay.
So I said fuck. The mayor said, I can't say that. I says, well, Mayor, I just read you the case law. I can say fuck as much as I want.
Mm-hmm.
I can say fuck you. I can say fuck them. I can say piece of shit.
Yep.
And
you expect them to know that? based
I
on
just
what
read
you
it to them.
read?
I literally just read it to them.
I could print something off the internet that says what I wanted to.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Is that really your argument?
I could print something off.
When a lawyer comes up here,
Yeah.
who's an officer of the court,
Okay.
and says what the law is, and there's not a city attorney in there.
This isn't a court proceeding, though.
It's not, but this is a public meeting.
Yes, sir.
Where I have a right
Yes.
to seek redress, do I not?
Yes.
I have a right to criticize elected officials. He has a right
Absolutely.
to. Now, I'm not going to sue on my behalf.
Okay.
I'm going to sue on his behalf.
Okay.
So I need to know, I guess, even more appropriately,
Yeah.
if Mr. Followell goes back in there, is he going to be arrested?
I don't believe that the term. He doesn't have a criminal trespass. He was.
Well, let's try it then. Let's see if we can just go sit down.
All right.
And just don't say a word.
All right.
Wait, hang on. Did I see the sign? Did y'all put the signs up? No, okay.
No.
By Mr. Gary Evans, he stated that this is a civil matter. Well, it's a civil matter to what end if this paperwork format was filed through quadrant means, which it appears to have been, then that is criminal fraud, code violations, and breach of. I'm horrible with property. They are the rules. And now we have a family there who starts to pay more for property tax appraisal on a house they didn't build on their land that they cannot get into. Thank you for your time, and I hope y'all look into this.
Can I just ask him a question? Ask him a question? Yeah, you can ask him a question later.
I just want to know, does that have to do with the point this property?
It is.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Hi, I'm Holly. Hi, my name is Hallie, and I am a citizen of Aransas Pass. I'm here to say the money that y'all are using for the new fire department should be used for the schools, the roads, the community. There's nothing wrong with the police and fire station that we have now. So this new expensive one is not needed. Thank you.
Anybody else? Now, we're gonna go into an executive session. Section 551.071 of the Texas Open Meeting Act, to meet with an attorney to seek legal advice on the matter which is the duty of the attorney to the city council under the Texas disciplinary rules of professional conduct of the state bar of Texas clearly conflicts with the Texas Open Meeting Act.
Y'all done?
Yeah. Relating to alcohol property on the property section 551.072, deliberations regarding real property related to property ID number 1 block 391, lot 7 and 8 and 5, Myrtle Avenue, ACJ, lot 8, City of Aransas Pass, Aransas County, Texas. Property ID number 12460, Lamont Street, lot 345, lot 32, City of Aransas Pass, Aransas County, Texas. And it is 6:10.
Yeah, you do. You might want to see if you can find something that counters that, Chief. Well, then your attorneys are getting you in a lot of trouble, but you'll see my lawsuit within the week, don't worry. Yes, motherfucker. Yep.
See you later, bro. Yes, sir.
Oh, well, they didn't do it. How you doing, man?
This is Jason.
Hey, how you doing? Jason Follow, nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yes, sir.
Police used a choke warrant on his gym for an outside pallet due to false electrical outlet. They have criminally trespassed him from every burning on his paths. They
Yes.
made him use a SWAT team to vote as well.
Oh, they use SWAT teams during protest.
Have a good one, sir.
Yeah.
Take care. Stay warm.
I forgot about that. They used SWAT team twice on me.
They had to use a SWAT team.
During the protest
How you doing,
and when I voted, I was under scope.
Yep.
Yeah.
The cop in there.
Well, by the ex-police chief was one of
By
them.
their super long camera.
Carrie literally got up and left while I was.
She talked over you, and that's what pissed me off. And she got up.
She got up and left while I'm reading a court case with profanity in it. I mean, I was literally reading what the court case said,
She doesn't walk out.
and she walks out.
She goes, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh. And gets up, pushes her stuff in, makes a whole bunch of noise while he's still reading, and walks out.
She
and
walked
slams
out.
The door. Fuck you, Melinda. Go the fuck away.
How's it going? I apologize for that, but it had to be done. I had to make a point.
I was scared.
Yeah, that'll be discussed.
Yeah, when they started going after you, she's like, I don't want to go through no more.
Bro,
Oh yeah, it's hard. I know. I should have let you go first.
you need his body cam because he fucking grabbed you. The chief fucking grabbed you to throw you out. You can't do that. He didn't say you were under arrest, didn't say you were detained, nothing. And you're no longer in that meeting, you're out front.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, here's the worst piece of shit of them all, right, you fat fuck. Yeah, I know. Kiss it, kiss it. Walk away, baby, walk away. Fat fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, I'll follow you out there.
Sorry about that. I was making a legal point.
Apologize. I understand what you're doing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So.
This is my libertarian affiliate for one.
Oh, well, if you're a libertarian, you get it.
I get
I'm
it.
a libertarian. I'm a little L libertarian, but.
Yeah, I'm both.
My dad's a big L. He's party.
Yeah.
He's run for office here in Texas.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if you know Bill Grisham.
I don't.
Okay, yeah, he's up in San
I'm kinda
Antonio.
new to the area, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, begrudgingly a big L, I would say.
Yeah.
It's just kind of.
It's, I used to be a big L, and I don't know, they just got. It's okay to believe in freedom, but that doesn't mean you have to push things that we shouldn't be pushing.
Sure. Yes.
And this isn't one of the things I'm talking about, but for
Yeah.
example, homosexual marriage, right?
Right. Yes.
Everybody should be able to marry whoever the hell they want.
Yeah, you don't need to champion it.
But you don't champion
Yes.
it,
Right.
transgender stuff, or,
Right,
or
right.
let's even go to abortion.
Sure.
You don't champion it.
No, I agree. Yeah, the distinction between libertarianism and libertinism.
Yeah,
Right, where
yeah.
it's like, yes, I get that everyone should have the right to do something, but it, things that are morally questionable should not be celebrated necessarily. Right?
And I deal with these things all over the state. I'm a First Amendment attorney.
Yeah.
All these city councils are creating these so-called rules of decorum. You can't criticize us.
Yeah.
You can't use profanity.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's expressive speech.
Yeah. I
And
appreciate that you have the case law right at.
Oh yeah, and they freaking ignored it. Even though I looked right at him and I said, a police officer loses immunity because when he says "fuck you," I looked right at the chief, and sure enough, he comes up and arrests me. I mean, oh, okay, well, let's see if that case law is relevant.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Oh yeah, I do.
Hey, CJ, I want to know how they
Melinda's gonna
modified.
talk shit about you, by the way.
Who?
Melinda.
Thank you, sir.
There you go.
I'll reach out to you.
Yeah, if you need anything, let me know. I go all over the state. I'm in Central Texas.
Yeah, I've been looking for a civil rights attorney, just to know one. So
Yeah. Well, there you go.
How did they modify the police manual after I called him on theft? They modified it. And Carrie got on there and said that she had a meeting with Gary and they modified the police manual.
But they modified it after the fact.
How did they modify it without going in there and talking about discussing it with the city?
So I would say, I don't know, because it depends on how the manuals, an argument could be made, let's just put it that way, an argument could be made that a department has a right to determine its own policies. Now, if it's something to do with money, I would say it has to come here, which I think in this case it probably
That
does.
is money. They're talking about a suit.
Yeah, and so in that case, if you're talking about monetary policy, those things do need to be discussed and brought up. But as far as modifying policies, every department, I think, has a right to modify their policies within reason and within certain constrained areas. Like, you know, if they want to say cops can wear a hat versus a skull cap, you know, that's something a department can make a policy on.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the financial.
But the financial aspect, I would think, would be one of the exceptions to that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they modified it as soon as I called them out.
So they didn't put the signs up. That was interesting. I was worried about that. The whole time I thought as soon as they gavelled it in, they were going to come in and tell me about my gun.
I want to know whether they're paying 8 officers on the clock to be at a council.
Dude, as soon as you went up there to speak, 4 of them came in the room. You didn't even get... You didn't, yeah. So anyway. All right, guys, let me turn this off. And I don't think I'm going to get arrested, so thankfully.
Not today, at least.
What is that on your... Oh, it's a butterfly. No, I was looking at your necklace
She's all,
there.
what's on my face?
What's on your face? No, I'm sorry. My eyes are very bad lately. Okay, cool.
The fat fuck here kept arguing with me that I was wrong. And the case law says that I can't.
Hey, guys,
do
take
that
it easy.
in council meeting. No, bitch, it does not say that.
You know, and then I go in there and I give Chief the piece of paper. He's like, I don't need that. And I threw it at him anyway. And I said, well, I dare you to find anything that counters anything in this piece of paper. Find something that says Cohen was overturned. Find something that says Mahoney was overturned.
Okay.
Find something that says any of these cases that I quoted has been overturned. Because, you know, to sit here and say, oh, well, anybody can print off stuff. Yeah, I print off fucking case law. So I told the chief.
Well, there's an attorney sitting there.
He's like, I don't need to read this stuff. And I was like, well, apparently you do. And I think you need to try and find something that counters everything I just gave you. Because I literally told you before you touched anybody, before you touched me, I literally read the case about qualified immunity. And you still touched me. So.
He assaulted you right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
All right, guys, let's have a